And we are live, ladies and gentlemen, for the very first installment of SESH Live. We are here. It's your boy, my guy with the bow tie, sitting here with my boy.
It's me. It's VINNY D.
Hey, I like
the
it.
Dangerous one.
There we go. Today, we're going to be speaking about the last event that just went down this weekend.
A.E.W's All or Nothing. And we both come in as novice fans, ladies and gentlemen, of this A.E.W product.
I'm not really a wrestling kind of person. I'm back in it now. So
before we
let me say this quick fast. The name of this pay-per-view was All or Nothing, and in my personal
it's Double
opinion,
or Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry, Double or Nothing. A.E.W. Double or Nothing. And I think as a fan, I got a lot more of the nothing than the double. That's what I'm saying. Got a lot more of nothing than we had the double. Go ahead.
But before we get into our review, I've had a topic I've wanted to talk about the last few days. So I'm learning news that the great Roman Reigns, one of the great heels.
That's the Rock's boy, right?
Yes,
Nephew,
one of the great heels of our generation now, is being forced to relinquish his World Heavyweight Championships.
With the WWE.
With the WWE, his WWE Championships. Because Roman Reigns has a Brock Lesnar deal in his contract where he will only perform in stadiums. So regular arenas, he's not doing it. So
no house shows.
No house shows.
No Raws,
no SmackDowns.
This is WrestleMania,
like not
necessarily.
And again, I'm not saying he says he won't be on those shows. He will be, but he will not wrestle with his title on the line if it's not in a stadium. So with that being said, Money in the Bank, which is in June, I believe, at the end of June, Money in the Bank was supposed to be hosted from Allegiant Arena. And was pulled due to poor ticket sales. I'm sorry, Allegiant Stadium. It was supposed to be performed at Allegiant Stadium, so they moved it to the MGM Grand, which is also a big place, but isn't a stadium.
So when he literally means stadium, like
he literally means
football stadium.
No, he means like a stadium.
Like a stadium.
Like a dome. Like big paydays.
Wow.
He wants the biggest paydays.
Wow. Okay. I mean, hey, is his acting career taking off? I know he's zoomed out for that. I'm sure Mr. Pretty Boy went on to do some modeling somehow, some way.
Possibly.
So, I mean, the money's coming in. He's not one of those wrestlers who it's unfortunate for the fans.
It's very unfortunate.
You know, but he's already done branded himself in a way where he can do that. So this is the Rock's family. And those are
the bloodline is real.
No homo. Those are like the bloodline. Those are some, good looking dudes. Good looking dudes. They could do whatever the fuck they wanted.
Facts.
They could take any angle they wanted.
And the Usos.
The Uso brother. They all look like the Rock.
So, with that being said, Roman told Vince that he would not be defending the title because the venue was moved. And Vince told him, "What do you mean? We kind of need you. Like, this is a big pay-per-view. We have it.
What do you mean?
Last month you weren't here to defend your title. Like we need to have your title defended." And Roman's like, "It's not in my contract." So, in the coming weeks, as been told by the rumors, in the coming weeks, Roman Reigns will relinquish both Universal titles. He will relinquish them, and we will have a new champion at Money in the Bank. But it goes to my point that I've had on our several podcasts where our smoke such, check that out on Anchor / Spotify.
Yes, Smoke Sesh. We got 7 episodes up.
So on our episodes, I was explaining the decline of World Wrestling Entertainment. And so I'm learning in the last couple of days that statement is a double-edged sword. Because, yes, Are they losing attendance? Are they losing viewership? Are they losing money overall? 110%. But at the end of the day, this is still the be-all, end-all. Like,
that is main stage.
Cody, so AEW went 3 years ago, 4 years, when it started. AEW went from, oh my God, we love working here, to seeing Cody Rhodes go back to WWE and get a big payday and get a big push. And now AEW guys are like, hey, like, this is not a bad idea. We can still do this.
We could still go back home. We could still be on the main stage. We could still be on the biggest stage of them all.
So don't get me wrong. So this is what I've always felt. This is what I've been felt since AEW launched. AEW or WWE, production wise, is the be all end all. 100%.
100%.
Production wise, like it looks really nice what they're doing. Like a lot of guys, like, so we were arguing the point of botches, which we'll get to in the Double or Nothing pay-per-view that we watched. So we'll get into that of Botch Fest, because I'm pretty sure Botchamania, shout out to Botchamania, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's the thing. I thought you just made that up.
No.
I was about to say, wow, I just heard the title of the name of this episode.
So
Botchamania would have been it.
So Botchamania will definitely be a thing.
Clever people.
At the pay-per-view, I was watching Raw from last week, and I saw quite a bit of botches, but not in the volume I saw it in AEW.
And also, again, you cannot compare a Raw to one of the quote-unquote biggest events of their year.
Right. And as we were watching Money in the Bank from last year, we were kind of comparing that too. And it was a lot less botchy. It was.
A lot less.
It was. I will
I feel like
100%
the WWE
say
really works on fundamental wrestling, because they don't want lawsuits. They don't want them broken necks and broken backs.
I mean, they've lived through it already.
That's what I'm saying.
They've lived through it.
Here, they've done that. So now they work very hard on their training and getting their wrestlers to take up slam and how to fall proper. AEW, I just feel like these dudes are literally just, let me get on the rope. Ah! Out of here. Darby, I don't know. Literally, I know when he goes backstage, I'm sure Jeff Hardy tells him all the time, kid, stop.
Like, you're gonna end up like me.
Stop,
do you want it to hurt every time
Like,
you climb up a ladder? Like, that shit hurts.
Do you want to be able to use the bathroom properly? Stop.
Do you want to wake up in the morning, bro?
Just stop. Yeah.
And not have to take 10
literally
minutes to get out of
the bed and crawl to the bathroom. Just stop. Just stop now. They already know you do this. Change your finisher now. That was the conversation we were literally having right before the cameras cut on. It's unfortunate for all them wrestlers when they start off, they want to pick the crit. Look at Triple H. I'm sure when that man gets up every day, he has to literally sit on the side of his bed for at least 30 minutes before he could even move.
I mean, he tore his knee off the
exactly,
bro. Like,
still to this day,
I don't think you fully heal from that.
You never probably heal from
that. I don't think you could fully heal from that.
At the end of the day, even when he tore his knee off that bone, he still finished that match.
He finished that match.
Shout out to Triple H.
Yes, the freak he did.
He finished that match. Not only did he finish that match, after he healed up, after everything was said and done, he came back, and guess what? Finisher still the pedigree. Still the pedigree. Why? Because you can't not do the pedigree. You're Triple H.
Well, yeah, you've done it too long.
You can't not do it.
By 2001, he's been doing it for too long.
You can't not do it. It's impossible. And now all these years later, he's still hitting the move. He probably has nothing left on his knees.
Oh, 100%.
Nothing.
But then again, the
padding and the knee pads must be
no. I'm not even that. I'm not gonna say not even that, because that for sure. The padding in the knees,
pillows.
But if you notice throughout the years, if you watch the move throughout the years, he's made the move lighter for himself with his knees. Like the impact is not the same. Like he's not. I don't know. Like I feel like maybe he's not jumping as high. Maybe. I'm telling you, the impact isn't the same.
It's not the same, but it's still felt. There's no change.
Nah, I'm telling you, with that and the padding,
unless
he
he's
barely
literally
feels
not
that.
going down.
But I'm telling you, either with that and the padding, I'm telling you, he's not feeling that shit.
Hey.
Like he doesn't wear super bulky patent, but he wears enough
I'm sure he has something in there
that will cushion that blow. Like he might got some foam.
He probably got a spray that they got in the back. Knee be gone.
Knee be gone,
It
yo.
just numbs his whole.
I mean, his knee is kind of gone technically.
100%. His knees, his quads, is all the way. His legs are almost off of the body.
For sure. That is unfortunate for Triple H, just as it is unfortunate for Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. If any of you out there watched Double or Nothing, my guy with the bow tie was saying how he looked very, very limp, very old. And I saw it, but I was like, nah, he alright. But then literally read a report or listened to a report earlier that said he's feeling every bit of his age. And it's getting bad. And unfortunately, he doesn't want to convert into a more moveset wrestler in the sense of not needing to jump on the top ropes and not, more technical. That's the word I'm looking for. A more technical wrestler. Because he's been Jeff Hardy for so long. It's like, who else could he be?
Yeah.
Just like, who else could Triple H be? But Triple H.
Literally.
Like, you couldn't change his... Like, Triple H right now could not, like...
I mean, the only thing Triple H could change right now, and it's not even changing, is bringing back the sledgehammer. Bringing back the barbed wire 2x4.
When he wrestled, he still uses the sledgehammer.
2x4 wrapped with barbed wire for him to pull that out his ass.
Well, that was more of a Cactus Jack thing.
Cactus Jack segment.
Yeah, that was more
still,
of a...
he was toting that shit around for a while. That's when he was that badass. Like, I believe that isn't that when he introduced the game? Like, that's when he started with the game character.
That was before he fought Mick Foley.
Okay.
So he became the game, like Triple H.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, and I just watched that segment like a week ago. Damn, he had a segment with JR. Basically, was kind of like kind of like a shoot, like real, like actual, or like a shoot promo, but not really. Like he was kind of shooting from the hip, but some of it was scripted, obviously, a shoot script promo, I guess. And he was, he basically told him like, yo, like when the curtain call happened, I've been sitting here. When the curtain call happened, I've been sitting here doing nothing but eating shit. You made me eat shit when Sean left. You made me eat shit when Razor left. You made me eat shit when Kevin left because there was no one else to eat shit but me. But I stood here and I took it. And now
I ate the shit. I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna eat the shit.
He's like, I took that shit and I took that shit, and now I am where I am. This is my time.
Okay.
And literally, that song was literally into that promo, which is crazy.
He literally looked JR in the eye and said, I ate shit. It's my time. Looked at Vince McMahon and said, I'm going to go fuck your daughter.
I'm going to go fuck your daughter, yo.
It's my time.
You know, Randy might have got to her first, but...
Don't matter. Don't matter.
He married her. And
yeah, he might have hit it first. Okay. What is it? Only problem is I'm red.
Nah, big facts. But we're completely getting off topic here. So let's get into the review of AEW.
AEW's Double
or Nothing.
And again,
novice fans,
and hey, whole event 5 out of 5.
5 out of 5?
5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. And we'll get to why he thinks that.
I just almost did that.
I overall gave it a 7 out of 10, and I'll explain why. But we'll go match by match.
Episode 1, so eventually we'll have a better camera, we'll have better equipment, so I'll be able to read my own notes off of my own phone. Unfortunately, we're recording off of my phone right now, so I'm gonna have to just wing it a little bit.
Yeah.
But Vinny Dangerous is gonna give me the notes, and
all right, so
script here.
We're going off the script.
Now I don't know; these might not be in order because
they're definitely not gonna be in order because I honestly don't remember the pay-per-view in the order that it happened. So that says a lot. But
it says a lot.
About
all I remember is I believe there were 8 matches.
They were actually 11 matches.
Wow, says a lot. First 5 matches are absolutely horrible. I do remember that.
Okay, so again, it's not going to be in any particular order, but we'll start. So actually, we'll start with the first.
Let's try and go off of memory. All
right, so the first match was MJF and Warlow.
No, it was not.
Yes, it was.
First match of the night was...
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
No, it was not.
So what was the first match of the night?
It was the Boxer guy and Insidious.
That was in the buy-in. That wasn't the start of the show.
It's a part of the event. First match.
That was in the pre-show. Again,
it was a match.
That
right?
was in the pre-show.
It's on this.
That was
on the.
That was in
there's
the
matches. There's matches.
That was in the pre-show.
That was on the main show. That didn't even make it to the preview. That was on the preview. It was on the card.
Whatever the case. All
First
right, cool.
match was, what is his name? Dan Hansel. What's his name?
Hook and
Dachshund.
No, his name is spelled Haun.
The demon from Insidious.
The demon from Insidious and Hook.
Or the face that you see in The Exorcist when she thought she saw the devil.
That's hilarious.
One or the other. Whichever one
We're
you want
going
to
to
go
cancel
with.
after episode 1. I feel it. Because why are we insulting this man? We don't even know.
That's what he looked like.
Yo,
I'm sorry.
we literally don't even know the guy's name. We're going to insult the guy.
He paints his face that way as an identifier. That's how I identify.
All right, bet. All right, so
I know who you are. He won the match for him.
Hook and Insidious versus Tony Nese and
I
Mark
would have
Sterling.
preferred that to be the first match. I would have preferred that to be the first match of the night. The shit that they did with Warlow and MG, whatever the hell. MJF. That could have been on the pre-card, especially with the shit MJF pulled before he got into the building. Yeah. They could have put that on the pre-card. They should have brought Insidious up.
Looking like a real diva right now.
They should have brought Insidious up, and he could have did his thing, and on the big stage. Shout out to them, Hook and the other dude,
and Insidious.
I don't know his name. I will learn Dawson. What's his name? How do you spell it again?
Hausen. Hausen?
Nah, it's something else.
Because I said that last night, and you were like, "That doesn't sound like no Hausen."
His name is something. It's longer than that. Whatever the case. Shout out to you, sir. I know you won the match. Whatever. I personally gave that match a 2 out of 5.
Same.
2 out of 5. I do remember that. Now, when we get to the main event here, like the actual card itself, now you have to pay the $50 to get this.
100%.
When you get to this point,
I mean, you don't.
Well, you don't.
But they would like you to pay the $50.
Like that. Shout out to everybody who did support it. If you like it, support it. This is what it is. We supported it by watching it.
And now reviewing it.
And we're reviewing it. And you see, it's still all support. Don't have to. We support in different ways. Because I would have been very unsupportive if I would have had to financially support, and this was the product that was put on the table. I would have been very upset. Either way. Now, opening this night. First match of the night, Warlow versus MJF.
Yes.
Now, I don't know who either of these people are. I have no idea who either of these people are. When we were watching a preview of the match, I do recall just seeing how humongous Warlow was and was like, he's going to win. That's it. Like, he's just going to win.
We both called that, yeah.
And he had a whole breakdown, a whole backstory to it, because there was, he watches the behind the scenes and everything. So he knew about the fact that he wasn't showing up.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I was not expecting him to get squashed like that, though. I was expecting Warlow to win 100%, but I wasn't expecting them to absolutely squash him like that. Like, holy crap. That was bad.
I mean, hey, he almost didn't. What happened beforehand?
He almost didn't show.
He almost didn't show,
and that was his punishment. 100%. He got what he deserved.
He showed up. He was like, you know what? I'm here. And they were like, you know what? You're getting squashed.
They were like, oh yeah, so don't understand.
You get shit out of us. Now he's gonna beat the shit out of you.
You get no offensive. That's it.
You get nothing in. That was literally.
You get to look stupid with your best move, which is the ring. That ring thing. That's his signature, to hit people in the head with the ring.
Wow.
Yeah, they made him look so dumb.
They just had the ref.
The referee was literally just looking over at him.
When he went, he thought he was getting it off. He thought he was getting it out, and then the ref just came over and was like, Get that shit
And
out.
how symbolic would that be if they do him like Vince did Tyler Breeze and took away his selfie stick from his entrance, and they take away his ring? How symbolic would that be to be like, yo, you want to still wrestle here? That's cool. That ring shit though, that thing that got you over. I mean, his character overall got him over, but that ring was definitely signature for him, 100%.
Well, this is just another event here. Let's go back to where we just were. Okay, keep going.
But yeah, personally, I gave the match 2.5 out of 5, only because I wasn't expecting the squash. That was it for me. I just was very surprised, and I like being surprised. And yeah, thank you, MJF, for not showing up to the meet and greet, because yeah, that was pretty funny.
Was it though?
It was.
Was it?
It was funny to me.
That was first match. I gave that a big 1 out of 5. And honestly, if the match couldn't have happened and I didn't have to rate it at all, I would have been perfectly fine with that as well. Next match was females.
Jade.
It was the Owen Hart.
Oh, the Invitational, right? No, it wasn't Jade. So it was Britt Baker versus. No, it was it the final for the men or was it the final for the women?
The women was first. No.
No, it was the men's. No, so it was Samoa Joe versus Adam Cole.
That wasn't their match.
That you're saying it was the finals. That was the final in the men's tournament.
I'm saying that wasn't the third match though. It was I believe it was a female match.
That's what I was just saying. The TBS title match then.
Okay, yes. I believe that's what it was.
Yeah.
Oh, who's that? Oh, Jade. That's the black girl.
Yeah, Jade versus Anna Jay.
Anna Jay.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty easy to grade. I gave it a 2.5 simply because, holy crap, that was a lot of botches. That's all I can really say about that match. Is holy crap.
I don't remember exactly what I gave this match. I did actually. I believe I also gave it a 2. And if anything, I might have gave it a 3 or a 2.5. Just because these girls really were fighting their heart out. And I believe I actually did write this in the notes. They were definitely fighting their heart out. But them botches, girls. Them botches.
It was bad. Like, that was really bad.
Horrible.
Like, people literally paid. Like, I understand, like, you guys are putting your life on the line every time you go out there.
And with every botch, that's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Putting your life on the line.
But what I'm saying is, it's just like, damn, you literally have all these people who pay all this money and all these and go like to pay the pay-per-view and all that, and it's like, I feel like you guys can do better. I feel like you guys can do better. 100%.
You can definitely do better. Like, take your time a little bit, but don't kill yourselves. That's the ultimate goal at the end of it. Do not kill yourselves, because Jesus. That got a 2 or 3. I don't remember exactly what I rated it. It was a pretty good match. I'm not gonna lie. Overall, it was an okay match. So I did give it a 2 out of 3. No matter how you look at it, it was better than that first match.
It was better than the first match. No you're 100% on that one.
Yeah. Look at it. The first match was bad. But go ahead.
Match 4, right?
Yeah, I don't remember.
So we'll get one. I
should have wrote all of that down.
You did.
No, I'm saying I should have
notebooked it. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
I should have
same. Because this would look way better to me actually just quickly looking through a notebook then.
No, we don't even have to do order. What's the next match you have on your thing?
House of Black versus Death Triangle.
House of Black versus Death Triangle.
Remember
House of Black, that's the guy with the thing on his eye.
Yeah. Aleister Black. And I don't remember what they said they're calling Murphy now in A.E.W, but something Murphy, whatever he was. And the other guy, we didn't know his name.
Not gonna lie to you, don't even remember the match.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I gave it a 3 out of 5, surprisingly. Because despite it being a pretty good match, like it was still a lot of botches. The match pace was really slow, and I mean, I'm okay with shenanigans for finishes. I'm okay with that, but I don't know. I didn't feel like that was needed. Like I get it. You want to forward someone's character. You want to forward the storyline 100%. I thought it was an okay match, and it just wasn't needed uh, to end the match.
And who won that?
Aleister Black's team. What did I say the word? Yeah. Fuck. Definitely.
Next one,
Next one.
I will have all my
House
notes
of Black.
available.
House of Black.
No worries. I'll be here.
Nah. Well, we'll both be here because I'll be way more prepared than us.
Yeah, word.
Okay, so we'll do Thunder Rosa versus
Thunder.
Serena Deeb. Do you remember the Thunder Rosa Serena Deeb match? Because
I do remember my notes.
You definitely had.
I do remember my
notes. I
notes.
was like, you go first because you have the better notes than that.
Well, I don't remember all of my notes. I know coming into this, out of everyone on the card, Serena Deeb is definitely the hungriest competitor. I do remember that. I knew that Thunder Rosa was going to win this match.
Facts.
I don't know who these women are. There's just in no universe or galaxy I could see Deeb doing anything with someone over 45 pounds because she's not over 45 pounds herself. She put a great effort in, and she looked very hungry doing it. That's the best I could say about that. Shout out Thunder Rosa. Keep doing what you're doing. Serena Deeb, eat some food. Eat some food. Those are my takeaways from that match.
I gave it a 3 out of 5, and only
the same.
Yeah, I gave it a 3 out of 5, and I believe it was way better than the first women's match, 100%. There were definitely some botches that brought the match down a bit, but overall, very, very good match. I feel like
botches in every match.
I feel like Serena Deeb, despite his opinion of Serena Deeb, I believe after this match she looks like a legitimate threat. Like I feel like they could definitely do that again, and she can definitely beat her, and that's what they made it seem like. And I'll give AEW that for sure. I like this match.
All they gotta do is promote her eating a steak with some spinach.
Oh my god,
to it,
yo.
And she could win. She could win. That's what she has to do.
Moving on.
Moving forward.
Moving forward. The Hardy Boys versus the Young Bucks. Yo. The Hardy Boys versus the Young Bucks. So this is the match he actually was invested in. Yeah. The only match he was invested in.
And unfortunately, the stream started glitching when this match was on. So got to see like the second half of it, I'd say.
Which was the better half, 100%.
Which was definitely the better half. This match, I believe I gave this a 4.
Yes, you did give this a 4.
4. Oh, actually, I believe this was also my rated best match of the night. No, that was the Dinosaurus, Luchasaurus.
The
Jungle Boys.
No, the Jericho Appreciation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Dinosaurs. Yeah.
Luchasaurus. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, word, right? Cool. Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy. You guys are getting old. Should have started to look painful, guys. You guys
are almost Goldberg, Undertaker levels, man. Yo, in Saudi Arabia.
Shout out to them for keeping up with them young boys, man.
Facts. We clown and such, but it is all respect because you're still doing that shit in your 40s.
The Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks, yeah.
Yo, shout out to them for keeping up with them. But yeah, that was a great match. Great overall. Like honestly, and that's the I don't expect anything less from the Hardy Boys. That's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, they showed out. They did what they could with what they had. Yeah.
And that's it. And that's how you work around fundamentals plus that little high flying stuff. They wasn't doing the same thing that they were able to do 20 years ago.
100. I mean, but
I'm saying, but they were still pulling out whatever they could out of their little bag of tricks at the highest level.
I mean, bro, what did they look like? Tom Brady?
I'm saying, hey.
Tom Brady, LeBron James.
They did. They looked great.
You know, they
looked like a Tom Brady or LeBron James on this card.
No, they did not. They looked good.
They looked great.
But we're not talking where they
won the match.
They did win the match. They did win the match.
They looked great.
All right. Well, I gave it a 3.5. I once again felt like it was a slow paced match, but it was a good ending, and the ending is what gave it to me. What I liked.
Very good ending.
Yeah, well, I liked the match the way I did, because honestly, it went from a 2.5 to a 3 because of the ending. Honestly, in where I feel. But yeah, we'll see how many more Matt's got in them. We'll see how many more, because again, at this point, I'm pretty sure they both have enough money where it's like, yo, we don't have to do this forever.
We don't have to do this anymore.
Like we can do. We can retire
a ranch somewhere.
Matt Hardy does have a ranch.
I could only imagine there. I mean.
He has a complex. Even though, again, I might be a mark and I might not be real.
It's not. I was gonna be stupid and say some shit like they're white, of course, but realistically, it's not even that. For real. Literally, that's what a lot of wrestlers go on and they do. Like they're around so many people and shit. They kind of just go off to get a ranch with mad.
Look at Brock Lesnar. He lives in the mountains
to get away from everybody. Leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to see nobody.
Facts.
Yeah, shit. I would too.
After doing this for 10 plus years, 12 plus years.
There's also a point, bro. Like you can't even go to the grocery store
because you're recognized.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this is Brock Lesnar walking into the door. Even if he wasn't Brock Lesnar, it's already this man is walking.
Could you imagine?
Oh my God!
Could you imagine?
He's an animal.
Could you imagine Brock Lesnar gets so rich, yo, that every time he steps into a room somewhere, that sound happens? Yo, just some normal shit.
I'm 100% sure Brock Lesnar recorded the sound of him strangling out an elk in said mountain that he lives on, or one of them animals that live up on that mountain, and he put his phone from his house to record the sound that this beast was gonna make. And
yo, that's funny.
100%.
But that would be crazy to see, though. Literally, like you see him walking into a grocery store and the automatic door opens. Yo, that would scare the shit.
That would scare the shit out of me. Yeah.
Or he just got an unlimited supply of elk,
and then that's the worst.
Where he go? Just to repeat that sound, yo.
I know he heard an animal to make that sound. There's no way. Where does that noise come from?
Anybody knows? Let us know in the comments.
Seriously. Next match.
Well, let's do Adam Cole, Samoa Joe. Yeah, Adam Cole versus Samoa Joe in the Owen Hart Memorial Tournament. The finals.
This is for it all, folks.
So, before said match, I wasn't aware that this tournament, this winner of this tournament, literally had the value of winning, like the value of said championship / trophy was the value of the Andre Giant Memorial Battle Royal trophy.
Absolutely nothing. It's nothing.
So I didn't know this. Because I didn't know this, I assumed this meant like a push up the card, maybe a championship match, maybe you're a number one contender, like the King of the Ring, like that kind of thing. That's what I thought this was. So with my notes, not knowing the value of the tournament, I said that I gave it a 3 out of 5. It had a surprising ending. which was weird, which happened a few times in that pay-per-view, didn't it? Where the match just ends suddenly.
Yes.
On a normal move, on like a roll up, or like that happened a few times.
I mean, like he did that knee kick thing a bunch of times, I believe. Like he did it like twice already, and it was kind of like, all right, cool, whatever. He does it this time, and that's his finisher. Hey,
that I don't know. So whatever the case, I thought the ending was surprising. It was a few botches, but not as many as the previous matches. Did not live up to the hype. I hope they get to do it again. And I hope there's a rematch for that because I know they can both do better. Like both of them did really well. But I think they can take this could be a main event. Like this could take down the house kind of.
They really need to give Samoa Joe that push now because he is getting old.
Facts.
Like he's really starting.
They got to give him that belt once.
Yeah.
They got to let him hold it once because
just for a little bit
because he deserves it. He deserves it, man. WWE did him dirty, man. WWE looked like they were giving him the Macho Man treatment, whether you could be a commentator, kid, like yeah, and he's like, no, I can still do this.
That's crazy.
I can still wrestle. I don't need to announce this shit. I want to wrestle, and he can do it on the mic still. Like he can wrestle. Like you feel me? Like I feel like legitimately, if he had to wrestle somebody, like for real, he could do that. Like, I'm not talking in the levels of Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle is just a different beast all in itself. Like, I mean, he won a medal with a broken freaking neck. Like,
he's different.
It's like, bro, how do you even move? Word. Like, what drugs were you on that they had for you to be able to be numb like that? To be able to not only still be there to win. You know, like, what drugs are you on?
Next level shit.
Next level
Olympic drugs.
Next level. Yo, like he literally couldn't feel.
Were they drugs for real? They weren't drugs. So whatever remedy they gave him,
he couldn't feel. Yo, he probably couldn't feel his freaking fate. No, his back. Like nothing back there he could feel. Like he had no feeling.
Hey.
But hey, man, he won a gold medal. Screw it, man. He did that
somehow, some way that worked in his favor.
Somehow, some way. I mean, listen. Yo, Kurt Angle even goes beyond that. So there's a time in TNA where his nickname was Perk Angle.
Perk Angle.
Yo, like legit, because he's admitted in an interview, he used to take so many perks, he doesn't know how he's alive.
Damn.
Like, remember, yo, like, I can only imagine one. Like, son, he took enough where, like, he shouldn't be alive. Like, he physically shouldn't be alive. But yet he's still alive.
Hey, man, that's fucking. Shout out to Kurt Angle.
Shout out to Kurt Angle, seriously, because holy fuck, bro. That is,
Them perkies are no
joke.
No joke, buddy.
But what did you give the match? Do you remember the match? Do you not remember?
Not so much. I do remember Samoa Joe losing. I remember you being very upset.
Indeed. At the moment I was, because again, I didn't know the value.
Yeah, he would have paid $50 for the whole event.
I would have
for that match. Like
100%. That was the match. That was
match of the night.
I thought the match of the night was gonna be either that one or CM Punk and Hangman.
Brother. Oh, brother. But yeah.
But so no,
it was very, very sad look on his face when Samoa Joe went down, especially with just that behind the back knee shit. It was like that. If anything, I probably gave it like a 3 out of 5 as well. I don't really remember it so much. I'm not gonna lie. I do remember that there was that other triple tag team match, the 2 guys and the girl. We don't remember.
Wait, what?
Remember there was another.
Oh yeah, I didn't even. Sorry, yo. So my apologies to whoever that was. I don't remember the match. I don't remember who you guys were.
Ultimate.
Sorry.
Break. Whatever part of the thing is, it's a triple threat tag. No, it is a 3-man tag team match. That's what it is. It's 2 men and 1 female.
Yes, it's a mixed tag.
It's a mix, if you want to call it that.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but the girls can't fight the guys, so it's not mixed. It's 2 guys and a chick.
Okay, an intergender tag team match. Excuse me.
Okay, excuse me. Yes, intergender. That match, whatever that match was, bathroom break.
I completely had forgotten about that
roll
too.
your stuff up. Go refill your drinks. Check on your party. Make sure everybody's eating well. That's what goes on during that match right there. And I believe everyone in the building also felt the same way, because I don't even remember the people's names. I couldn't even remember I don't know what they were wearing. I don't know anything.
Fact.
Who were the women? Don't know.
I know. Sammy Guevara was in that match for sure. He
On the winning side or the losing side?
on the losing side.
Bam. So we got that. Sammy, you lost.
And I think like the girl that maybe his real girl, maybe that's his girlfriend on screen, was in the match. And remember they came out like bootleg Disney characters?
No.
You don't remember that?
Nope.
Your girl tore that shit to shreds, bro. That shit is funny. Your girl literally sat there and tore that shit to shreds. I was like, yo.
Oh, was that when I got I think that's when I got up to go get the food.
And you sat down, and literally while she's sitting next to you and I'm sitting on this side, she's just tearing this shit to shreds.
Oh, I was just fucking my food. I was tearing my food to shreds. That's what
that shit was funny as fuck. I was like, wow.
I wasn't paying attention to that shit.
I'm like, yo, she's not wrong. She's not, nope. Like nothing was invalid on that.
No attention was being paid to that.
Word, because that ended up being the food, us eating food.
Literally. Break time.
So yeah, that match didn't matter. So I guess we'll move on to JAS versus Blackpool Combat.
JAS.
Jordan. It's Jericho Appreciation Society versus Blackpool Combat, William Regal's group.
Okay.
In a asylum arena. What was it called?
No, it was Anarchy.
Anarchy
in
the arena. Anarchy in the arena.
Best match of the night.
100%.
Hands down.
That was the highest rated match, yeah.
Match of the night.
And it didn't start out that way. Like, it started out very confusing and chaotic, as it should have.
Anarchy at its finest.
Anarchy at its finest.
It was crazy because literally, was there even an entrance?
No. No. So Jericho's team came out first, looking like the Backstreet Boys.
Yes.
looking like the Backstreet Boys. So Jericho's team came out first. And when I tell you, first of all, just a sidebar for a second, yo, that is the funniest thing ever. With the I'm a
wizard.
I'm a wizard. Yo.
He's a wizard.
I'm gonna hit you in the face with a fireball because I'm a wizard. Yo.
Now I'm sure Chris Jericho has like 80% creative control.
Oh, 100%. I don't think he would have signed otherwise.
You wrote this into your own script, Jericho, to be a wizard and to throw fire at people.
Why not? Because why not, man? Why not?
I mean, he's had a hell of a fucking career.
He's had a hell of a career. Let him do whatever he wants to do.
I guess.
He was their first champion.
Yeah, it makes sense.
He was their first champion. That was the match of the night, man. Despite it starting off super chaotic, it was just like
100%.
You guys hit on A.E.W. hit on every note.
That's
when. And as I was telling him, I had heard a report that Tony Khan was going to try to work around the NBA playoffs because it was a big Game 7 going on, and it's like he went and tried to like throw all the B matches in the beginning, the B-ish matches in the beginning, and the final 3 matches for me saved the show.
100%.
Like the final 3 matches, like literally saved that show from being absolute garbage.
Saved the show, but this match in particular,
not even absolute garbage. It just would have been super. Like he put it as subpar. I put it above subpar because of the last 3 matches. Because for me, without the last 3 matches, it's an average show.
I wouldn't even put, in my opinion, without those last 3 matches, it was lower than average. They have better highlights of house shows.
or like the lower shows, the
Yeah.
TV shows.
And this is supposed to be a humongous pay-per-view. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. That's why they got their 5. Their last 3 fights, their last 3 matches actually gave it that 5 overall of a show for me.
The last 3 matches?
Yeah.
Got
it to 5 overall.
What would have it been without?
Probably a 2.
You would have got it a 2 out of 10?
Out of 10.
Damn.
Horrible.
But no match got lower than a 2.5. You would give it a 2 out of 10?
Yes. First off, the first match of the night got a fucking 1.
Okay, with the exception.
The girls' match got a 2.
Okay, I'm sorry. Anything. So I guess your average, and I guess it would be a 2.
Exactly.
I guess. But but yes, that definitely
Now,
best match of the night though.
Match, Anarchy in the Arena.
Yes.
Holy fuck. First off, all I gotta say, motherfuckers almost got burnt alive, and then someone got choked out with the rope.
Yeah, that was a great visual at the end. Great visual.
Great visual, great camera, like great. The match was great. The match was great. To start it off, it literally looked like they didn't have enough cameras to hold what was going on because they didn't know who to get the camera on and where they were moving.
But they worked it out. They slowed it down. They slowed down the pace with the cameras, and it worked out 100%.
Turned out perfect and
great match. I would definitely see that. I would definitely try to.
I would watch that again.
Yeah, I would seek that match out again, 100%.
100%.
I mean, if you can call it a match, it's more of a spectacle, more of a spot fest.
It was.
But man, they delivered. It delivered 100%. Very entertained, 100%. 4 out of 5. Yeah, like loved it.
Out the barbed wire, all that.
It was like everything. The spots were set up so nicely because it was a bunch of guys who
My man was getting stabbed in the head
with a fork.
With a fork, bro. The Spanish dude from New York flipped the
they're fighting in the freight. They're fighting in the
oh my god!
And then they bring the freight over.
Yo, yeah, word.
Do they even know that the freight? Do they even know the freight elevator is going up?
That was crazy. Great match, though.
Great match.
I do remember that.
Yeah, see, there you go. So, oh no, we didn't do the final with Britt and Ruby. Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. In the women's final of the Owen Hart Memorial Tournament. Again, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but yeah.
Owen Hart Memorial
Tournament. Oh, I am saying it right then. Okay, cool.
Don't really remember this match so much. This is still earlier in the night, so I'm gonna equate it all up. I'm just gonna say a 2. Because it was the beginning of the match. Because it was the beginning of the event, and again at this point, I wasn't all the botches that were going on. It was just absolutely disgusting. I don't really remember this match so much.
It was a pretty good match.
Was it?
It wasn't.
What did you give it?
2.5 because of who won.
And
because again, as I said earlier,
at this time,
because at this time I didn't know the value of the championships. Had I known the value of the championships, I would have said, "Oh, that's such a cute moment. The boyfriend and the girlfriend win the titles together, and they get these cute matching trophies cute matching belts, and then this one big trophy they can share, or 2, whatever it ended up being. That's cute." And at the end of the day, now in hindsight, I see that no one lost here.
At all.
No one lost because this meant nothing. Ruby Soho is going to still be in the top. Samoa Joe is still going to be where he's going to be. It didn't change anything.
Ruby Soho, that's the chick who I said looked like clean paper. Ruby Soho, I remember it. The chick with the big ass neck with the red hair. Looked like a thumb with red hair on the top. All right. Yeah, she lost. That was a good match. I do remember that. All right. I remember that.
So the match was good. And just like I said, I only gave it a 2.5. Literally, I would have given it a 3. Without being biased in the sense of who I wanted to win, I would have definitely gave it a 3. But at that time, I gave it a 2.5. All right, so we did that. All right, so we'll go to the. Oh well, we didn't even get the match you wanted to see all night too. O'Reilly and Darby.
Oh, my boy Darby.
Yeah,
my boy Darby. I believe the stream was messing up on that match as well, wasn't it?
No. Well, it was, but we got to see the match. We got to see majority of that match. Yeah. Okay. We got to see majority of it.
I mean, I just remember him like definitely doing a couple of jumps, and I don't really remember that match. I don't know. Again, in my notes, 2 days ago, I watched so much shit, and I was probably fucked up when I was watching this at the end of that night. So I was like, don't really remember it so much. But how did this match go?
I gave it a 2. So again, I have little things that trigger me in wrestling.
Oh, and that's right. And I do believe I actually gave this a 4 as well.
Well, I didn't give this a 4.
I gave the Chris Jericho appreciation match a 4.5.
Okay.
I do remember that because I said that was the best match of the entire night. So if anything, I probably gave this Darby match a 3.
Okay.
And then I believe you said you gave it a 2, and I'm like, why? You're like, yo.
I gave it a 2.5. So literally, because it was little, and again, and it wasn't taking anything away. And so now, realistically, this match is a 3. Because the action was good. Like they both were performing at the level I wanted to see. Right. Overall I gave this a 3, but in the moment, because I'm angry, I get angry at little things in wrestling that bother me. By the way, wrestling fan since October 24th, 1998. Saying. So, Tony Schiavone called a suplex a brain buster. Literally after we just watched Samoa Joe do a brain buster. And literally that took me out of the match.
It was a brain buster. It was a lariat.
No, so again, if anyone can answer this, I don't understand. When did that become a thing? That the clothesline is the lariat? Because if I'm not mistaken, the lariat was more, you used your forearm, you kind of moved your forearm, and like you really kind of looked like you hit him with the forearm. Not necessarily like open like the clothesline is, or wind up basically like the clothesline is. So
let me ask. So Chris Benoit, when he did his little clothesline and then stopped right there, like right behind, was that a lariat?
No, they kept calling it a clothesline.
So okay.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm confused about. Is like why? So if I remember correctly, the lariat was supposed to be like a special. Was supposed to be like a finisher. So I'm interested to know why is that why is everything they throw at each other called the lariat? Like as far as like a clothesline goes, I feel like I heard that like 30 times Sunday night.
Could it be like a copyright thing that they can't use the term clothesline?
No way. Clothesline, move, right? It's a move. That's in every federation. That's a common move.
I don't know. I can't think.
That's That's one of the basic moves.
But they were calling it all types of out of its names all night.
Because it's like I get Hangman's special. Like I get the buckshot lariat. Like I get why it's the buckshot lariat. He's a cowboy. The flip is like the shot basically, and the lariat is the end basically of what a buckshot would do to you type shit. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
If you break it down that way, that
makes
a lot of fucking sense.
Like
really good sense.
Yeah, like I can understand that 100%. But I just didn't understand, because again, if that's what the Times is now and that's what it's called, great. What? But I'm just super curious. I don't know when that started, because I remember clothesline, lariat. You feel me? Like
Word.
That's what I remember.
I mean, I just remember. I don't even remember the difference between the clothesline and lariat. I remember when I was creating my players and stuff. it was always like a flying lariat will be like off the turnbuckle, like off the ropes or whatever. It'll be
Yeah,
like a
but I'm
flying
telling you,
lariat, and
but
that
right,
looked like
and
a
but I'm
flying
saying
clothesline.
you can watch how your arm is set, because that's the difference. I'm telling you, because a clothesline, you're
Like
literally
open arm.
you're coming open arm and cocking.
Okay.
And a lariat, like I said, is literally
forearm.
like more forearm. Like you're closer.
harder.
You're
Okay,
so
okay.
you're really trying to fucking hit
Okay.
somebody like that. You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah, because if that's done wrong, that shit would fucking hurt.
Sounds like it. Especially imagine Brock Lesnar's arm. That's like a tree.
I mean, hey, just ask Randy Orton. That's
that
how
happened to him?
No, him and Brock had agreed before the match that he was gonna bust him open.
Mm-hmm.
So he busted him open the hard way.
Didn't he hit him with a bunch of elbows?
No, he was hitting him with his forearm and his fist. And I don't think he was hitting him hard with the fist, but the forearms, he was really like, like he was really popping him.
I'm sure Randy Orton appreciated that.
Oh, definitely. I'll give him a concussion, yo. With that, he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll bust you open and I'll rattle your brain a little bit. Here you go."
I'm sure on the walk to the ring, Undertaker was like, "Good luck, kid." Right on Randy Orton's shoulder. Good luck, kid. You're gonna need it.
So supposedly because Jericho didn't know that it was a thing. Jericho didn't know that it was like that him and Randy already had discussed beforehand, like this was going to be a thing. He thought Brock did a shoot on him, and he was ready to fight him. They had to break him up basically because it was just like, like Chris Jericho was mad, like real life mad, like yo, how you just do that to my man's like that, yo? You probably give him another fucking concussion.
Damn.
Like what are you doing? Because that's the thing, bleeding's not a thing.
And Brock just stood there.
Well, bleeding's not a thing in the WWE. No, yo.
Like, I was sure just there, like laughing at him. Like yo, like don't.
You know, there's a story. You know who's a fake tough guy?
Who that?
Not. I'm not gonna say a fake tough guy because shit, I don't need him coming after me and showing me he a real tough guy. Right. You know, I don't.
Oh, let's do an interview, kid. Let me show you.
Yeah, let me show you how fake I am, but let me show you how fake I am. You know, so yeah, no. I'm not gonna say that. That was the wrong choice of words.
He didn't mean it.
But there was once him and Jericho went at it. Him and Goldberg and Jericho. Goldberg and Chris Jericho went at it in the back and type shit. And yeah, they had to break that up for his sake.
For Goldberg's sake.
Yeah. Because Jericho did from what it was like, Jericho definitely got the better of him. Like
that's it. Jericho put his hands up. Goldberg was like,
no, they wrestled. They were wrestling.
And once Jericho
no, he locked them up.
Oh,
that's what, as you should. Because yeah, you may be strong, but I got leverage. You feel me? Like I've been, this is what I do.
I wonder how much noise Goldberg made the closer and closer Jericho trapped him in the corner before he locked him up.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Just like Regal went into work for himself too, during in WCW.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he almost fought
Goldberg? No, he did. He was wrestling him, right?
Uh-huh.
And William Regal's like, yo, he's Goldberg's on his undefeated shit. And he's like, yo, he told them, I'm not gonna just lay down for this dude. I'm gonna let him win, of course, because what the hell? But he's gonna earn it. Like, you're gonna earn this win. You're gonna wrestle. And he was gassed, bro. Like, he was I think the match was only supposed to go maybe 7 minutes or whatever it was, and it went not double, but it went way longer than any of his matches, by a lot.
Wow. Because
all his matches were come in the ring, 3 moves, boop, boop, boop.
Jackhammer.
The spear, jackhammer. That's it. Yeah. Next opponent, so
next?
So William Regal was like, yeah, no, you're gonna earn that, kid. And he was mad, bro. Goldberg was real mad at him because, yo, you trying to make me look bad. It's like, I'm not trying to
wrestle, man. Chill.
I'm not trying to make you look bad, bro. But I'm not gonna lay down for you. You're not gonna 3-move me, bro. I don't give a fuck who you are.
Facts.
I respect the fuck out of William Regal for that, bro. Fuck y'all. I understand this is your guy, and I'm not gonna damage your guy, but I'm not getting squashed. You're not doing that.
I'm not going to just lay down like rubbish in the street.
Facts, like I'm a nobody. Like, nope.
I'm gonna fight until he soils his pants.
I'm pretty sure he did. I don't think he sold this, but he might have pissed himself. So we talked about this. We got 2 more matches on the card actually. So we'll do the tag match.
Oh, with the Luchasaurus.
Yeah. Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Team Taz, and Swerve and Keith Lee.
Whereas, what did I say? He looked like a mix of Smokey the Bear and somebody else.
And like I told you, in WWE he was Bearcat.
So,
What
I'm trying to remember. Luchasaur won, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
They retained
their shit. Yeah. They retained their shit. That was a good match as well. That was a lot of twists at the end. You didn't kind of know who was going to win.
That's what I was saying in my notes, yeah.
It really lolooked a few times
like
like
Keith Lee and Swerve are going to win.
Like Swerve definitely almost had it a couple times.
100%.
I don't know what happened to Keith Lee at the end. I think he did come in, and I don't remember what happened, but they booted him out. That was a good match. Overall, that was a good match. I think I'll rate that a 3.
I actually gave it a 4.
Maybe I gave it a 4. I don't remember.
I said great match, not predictable at all. Any of these teams could have won. It was great spots all around, great double team moves, lots. Hats off to all the participants in this one.
Definitely.
Second best. If I had to put it in order, it would have been the Anarchy in the arena, this tag match, and Hangman and Punk at the end.
Okay.
Those have been my top 3 for the night, 100%.
Now, does anyone know if Hangman really hurt his knee? Was it him?
Oh, no, it looked like CM Punk hurt his knee.
CM Punk, yeah.
Because I watched it back. I was watching the highlights back yesterday, and he did that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
Hangman.
Okay.
At the end, because remember he could have hit him with the belt. And he was just like, nah, I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna do the lariat. And so in storyline, he hesitated.
Move. He just couldn't land that move, though.
No, he flipped. When he flipped in the ring, he hesitated, and because if you watch it back, instead of him copping into the move as he flips over, he stops and got clapped.
Word.
And that was that.
But every time he did that, he kept landing. That's why
CM Punk kept landing like that.
No, CM Punk only tried that once.
No, he tried it twice. And he landed awkwardly both times. Okay. Both times he tried it.
Okay.
But yeah, no. We'll oh no, that's what we're up to, right? We're talking about the main event, right? So what did you give? Do you remember it?
No. I don't really remember it now.
I gave that match a 3.5. At a 3.5 out of 5. It was a great back and forth, 100%. I love the fact that they teased the Hangman heel turn. Wow. That was great. Like that was a great. And this is my final say with that is, this is how you share the wealth. You feel me? We don't need champions. See, the Roman thing is different though. Like in those situations, for those kind of superstars, professional wrestlers. For those professional wrestlers, you can do that. You can give him a year reign, a year 2 reign, But sometimes it's not needed. Sometimes you can give a guy, you don't have to constantly change the belt. We don't got to go back to the 90s
Word.
where the belt changes every 3 weeks.
Word.
We don't got to do that. You can have champions for 3 months, 4 months. But nobody needs to get squashed. They don't need to get fed to Brock Lesnar. You know, like that's what I hated. That's what I hate with WWE. It's like you got your tag champs, your women tag champs walking out on you, and it's like, you know, you about to have your.
Let the internet tell it right now. You got your whole lineup about
You
to quit
no,
and
but
walk out
don't
on
get me wrong. You got guys in AEW thinking grass is greener on the other side, but guess what? You all aren't Cody Rhodes.
And it's funny enough, Cody Rhodes is the person who said the grass is greener on the other side. And you know what? He found solitude over there. And then it got so green that he was like, you know what? It's too nice over here. I want some chaos back in my life. I need to go back to where
like,
I just came from.
I know what peace.
I just brought all these. Yeah, I don't want peace. I want problems. He just literally dragged all these people over here. And he's just about to be like, yo, you know what? Well, you know what, guys? I left it. I did this for you. And, you know, do well with it. I'll be back again. Don't worry about it. I'm just.
Yo, he didn't do nothing wrong.
He didn't do anything
like
wrong. Because it's all for the paycheck.
Because
at the
literally,
end of the day.
yo, if a theme song could ever speak to a person in the sense of who he is, in the sense of this character, bro, like his theme song Kingdom literally is his life. Like this, I'm pretty sure he didn't think this was the end, because of course you're not trying to think this is the end. I'm gonna find a way, I'm gonna bounce back. But after WWE, you're like, yo, like, so basically the song is like, yo, they took it all away, but he gave it away so he can gain his freedom. And then literally blossomed into the American Nightmare. Literally blossomed because he had a little room to breathe.
Is that his name?
The American Nightmare, yes, Cody Rhodes. Yes. Literally gave him a chance to blossom. John Moxley, Pac, all these superstars, all these professional wrestlers, CM Punk. The Young Bucks turned you down. And why? Because they went and did something even better. Samoa Joe showed you he's not done. You're about to lose your champion. The one person is holding your glue together. And of course, it's never going to be the end. And of course, you're always going to make money. But it's always a slow down. It's always a slow death down from the top. So no matter how long it takes, believe it, this isn't it. Like, attendance is down. They got to move arenas because how embarrassing is that? How embarrassing is that you're going to lose your champion because you had to move from a stadium to an arena? How embarrassing is that?
Yeah, it's getting bad, man.
CM Punk just became AEW champion.
I honestly knew it was getting bad for him when they lost the app. However you
they didn't lose. No, they sold that. That was.
I mean, they sold it because the numbers were going down.
No, bro. That was the app. Okay, so the app thing, the app thing, I agree with, because you literally you launched the app. You got all you could to get out of the app, and then you sold that shit for as much as you can sold it for. You sold that shit probably way more than you put into it. Type shit.
That was a business move.
Yeah,
yes. But it's like, okay, cool, for all the fans. They did that because they needed to sell it, not because it was a thriving app.
But they're not suffering for money. That's what I'm saying. That's the issue.
They are suffering for money.
They aren't though.
They are, because
they're still here and they're still making all this money. Because literally, bro, when I tell you,
when you think wrestling, you think WWE.
No, so when I think wrestling, I think globally. Globally, the WWE is the be-all, end-all still.
It is.
So at the end of the day, I can say what I want about its slow decline because it's declining. Because like I said, despite the fact that you're making money, things are declining. But because like my beloved New York Knicks, because you're making money and the Garden sells out no matter what, and you own the Rangers. Shout out to the Rangers, 8 wins away from the Cup. 100%. Can't wait for that. That's very.
Isn't that 2 rounds?
Yes, 8 wins from the Cup. Yes, they're conference finals.
Okay.
Yes.
Good luck. Go Rangers.
Good, yeah, go Rangers. So the point I'm making is like, as long as you're making money, the product doesn't matter, because people are gonna come back. The kids are gonna come back. You know, that's what you're selling it for, and I get that.
Word.
I get that 100%. But you can do both. And maybe I haven't watched it because I'm just so sick of it. But people have been telling me, like, yeah, there are little things here and there, like the Cody thing. Like I said before with the Cody thing, I'm like, I'm kind of invested now because Cody's there. And I want to see what he does. Like his...
Is he officially back over there now?
Spinning, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're having a whole... Him and Rollins are about to fight in the Hell in a Cell.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
I think Sunday. I believe Sunday that one is.
Nice.
Yeah.
This Sunday coming up?
Yes.
All right. Live or pay-per-view?
Pay-per-view.
Okay.
We can finally do a side-by-side comparison. There you go. You wanted a side-by-side comparison? You'll get it.
Word.
You'll get it Sunday.
Where we could do that
for sure. But to end my rant, because it's been building deep into my soul.
It's been burning in my
But
heart.
because personally, as a wrestling fan, like I said, from 98, 2007, 2008 is kind of where I was like, I don't really like wrestling like that right now. I'm gonna put this down. And I jumped in and out of wrestling from here to there, and then from like 2008 to like 2015, I guess 16 is when I kind of reinvested and started liking wrestling again here and there. I was getting the storylines going, like it was okay. But it's garbage now. It's just fucking garbage.
I think in a lot of ways, it's also due to the fact that we're older now. I feel like we don't see it in the same light we once saw it, and the storylines are all different.
The rose-colored glasses are off. Now. That's what it is.
It's not even so much the rose. Like back then, it was rated mature.
No, I get it. And again,
now it's for a younger crowd. Now they can't do this.
I get that.
Cut now. They're not bleeding. When we was kids, they were bleeding all over the place.
I mean, they can bleed a little bit now. They're kind of like they've been kind of softening it.
There was a point in time they would stop the match and a medic would literally.
I know with the gloves. Yeah.
What is that? Like, what is that?
Facts.
Like that is. It got to a point where it was like you couldn't watch it. I mean, I don't think it's ever gonna hit you.
But that's not the point. But that's not the point I'm making. That's not the point I'm making at all. Because I totally agree with that. It doesn't hit the same because my tastes are different. My interests are different. Like, of course, it's not going to hit the same. But that's not what I'm saying. The reason why I feel the way I
text my girl and tell her to open the door, please.
The reason why I feel the way I feel. Shit. is because it's simply because the things they do to the talent. I understand the product is PG. I understand it's more kid friendly. It's child oriented. I get that. But stop stockpiling superstars then. You feel me? Stop doing that. Like you have these talents that come and they go to NXT or they were in NXT before NXT. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You have these talents that go to NXT.
When before NXT 2.0, like you had these talents go to NXT.
NXT 2.0.
Yes, because NXT failed. Because they went head to head with Dynamite and failed.
Don't let her on the bed.
So they went head to head with the NXT, with Triple H's NXT. We'll call it that. Triple H's NXT, and failed. And Vince was so tight that he failed that it was like, you don't get to run this no more.
Rating wise.
Yes, you don't get to run this no more. Goodbye, William Regal. You get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
Yeah, like, see you later. Almost everyone a part of that staff, see ya.
Wow.
Literally,
Wow.
Vince did a cleanse to that show.
Wow.
And made it NXT 2.0. And I've never seen it. So I don't know if it's bad. I don't know. I can't judge it because I've never seen it. But what I can judge is when you tell people that we're gonna cut all these people, all these superstars, and say, oh, budget cuts. But then we're up whatever we're up for the year, whatever it was ridiculous.
Right.
Like the surplus for the year was ridiculous, and it's like, oh yeah, we're up for but here you go, here's 15 people or whatever it was, 16 people, bye bye.
I mean, shit.
But it was for the best, because at the end of the day, some of these people have come and blossomed on the other side of the fence. So thank you for that, at least, because except for your like 6, maybe 7 guys, 8 guys that you're like, oh, these are the guys. These are the guys we're going to keep moving around and rotating in the shuffle between the title picture, this, that, and the third. Except for your 7, 8 guys, like, what is it? Like, what is it? AEW, they're literally sharing the wealth. This is how you do it.
This is how you do it.
As a wrestling fan, I would love to come back and really be invested in WWE again. I just don't care enough about the product to want to watch it. Except, I'll watch your highlights and I'll be like, oh, hey, this happened, this. But like to sit down and watch a Raw, to sit down and watch a SmackDown, to sit down and watch a pay-per-view, because I'm going to do the pay-per-view just because I haven't watched Cody wrestle yet. I've only watched Cody wrestle like twice. Actually, I will say I've seen him wrestle twice in WWE, so I'm very intrigued for that match. So you got me there.
Especially the fact that he's not dressed like a blue weirdo.
Facts. Was he blue? He was blue.
Yeah.
He was a couple of. I think they made him change. Like, I don't.
He was pink at one point.
Yeah, like,
he was all types of
with all that being said, I will end this on a light note. I will end this rant finally on the light note. With all that being said, right? Roman Reigns. Mr. Roman Reigns, the guy, as fans, we didn't want. Vince McMahon, we do not want Roman Reigns. He's not the guy. Daniel Bryan's the guy. No, Roman Reigns is the guy. Dean Ambrose is the guy. No, Roman Reigns is the guy. We'll take John Cena. Brock Lesnar. Let Brock Lesnar be champion again. We'll take Brock Lesnar. No. Roman Reigns is the guy. And you push, and we push back. And we told you no, and you were like, all right, this could be the guy for a little while, but this is the guy. Understand? Like, you may not think he's the guy, but he's the guy. And then you turned him heel. Like, finally, you turned him heel. And we all loved it. I mean, of course, you have your detractors and you have your haters and
Of course.
And all that,
Yeah, it's always going to happen.
But for the majority, I personally love the Roman Reigns heel. I love the fact that he's still champion. I think that has not, in my opinion, hasn't gotten stale for what I've seen. And it's so funny now that he's about to be stripped of his championships, and then which will end this great heel run. And now I'm gonna miss this heel Roman Reigns. So I went from not wanting him to be the guy to not wanting him not to be the guy.
Now, do you think he's gonna go to AEW?
Maybe. I mean,
isn't that the next biggest thing?
That would be crazy. That would be. I don't know what his contract is. I don't know if he can just.
They talking about getting Goldberg. Why not grab him up too?
But the thing is, I don't know if they'll cut him. You feel me? Like, I don't know if he'll allow himself to be cut.
Like, yo, like the views of Goldberg coming out at AEW, bro, like spike tremendously on that one night. If he just walks down that ramp to that ring, bro, #1 trending is AEW.
No, definitely. Most definitely.
Like, when's the last time WWE had a moment like that?
I don't know. I'm in and
I
out
would
of the.
say Stone Cold's match
Nah. That the
at WrestleMania.
wait, no. What do you mean? What do you mean? What moment? What do you mean? Like, if someone comes, like the crowd, like, what do you mean?
Yeah, like everyone's gonna tune in to this moment in time. Like everyone's gonna watch that.
Excuse me.
Everyone's gonna look that up. Everyone wants to see that.
You saying WWE has had that?
When's the last time they had it?
WWE's
Stone Cold when he went to WrestleMania.
Nah.
What other moment does anyone care about?
Daniel Bryan wins the big one. Kofi Kingston wins at WrestleMania.
But those were a minute ago.
Daniel Bryan in WrestleMania was.
Didn't Stone Cold just happen?
No. Oh, that he wrestled Kevin Owens.
That just happened like
Yes.
a couple months ago.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
That was the last biggest moment that they
Oh,
had.
you're
like
right. I'm
That's what I'm
misunderstanding
saying.
you. Yeah, I'm
the
sorry.
last time that they definitely was on some #1 trending on the world.
Was Stone
type
Cold
shit
coming back
was
to
when
versus
Stone
Kevin
Cold
Owens,
came back.
100%?
And if Goldberg pops out at AEW, #1 trending.
Yeah. For that moment.
That's all they need. That's literally all
But
they need.
he'll do
if
nothing.
they have a star-studded Darby jumping all over the place and all that, what AEW kind of sort of does is it gives you that WWE feel with the story. It gives you that pushing the limit wrestling. Like you could still get busted open, you could bleed all over the place. They're cursing, they're sticking their middle fingers up all over the place. Like they're just breaking that little like you can't do that. That they're just breaking that little barrier right there. They give you that, and then with the excess
AEW,
of things that they
You're talking about AEW.
and then with the excess of things, they pulled out barbed wire. They jumping all over. They got like a 30-foot ladder. They're cursing all over the place. They are giving you hints of old school ECW as well.
Yo, they're saying shit on television.
Literally, it's crazy though. Like they're giving you all elements of like everything.
100%.
And they got the juice right now. They're new. Everyone's gonna like that. But the problem is, as new as they are, and everyone is liking this, they're getting paid right now. If you big over there in the WWE, and you like, yo, screw this contract. I'm over this place. This they're not paying me. They want me doing all these crazy ass shows. I'm not
Doesn't
getting
work.
paid.
Well, you gotta wait though. Either way,
hey, wait.
Everybody gets a 30
sit
to
down
90.
for a little bit. Cool. Sit down for a little bit.
No compete.
Sit down for a little bit. Recover. You think Jeff Hardy will be mad if it's on something? All right, cool. You want to go back there? Screw you, Jeff. But you can't wrestle for 90 days. He's gonna be there like, damn. Oh, fuck. All right, yeah.
Yo, Matt, I'm coming to the ring, bro. I'm coming
like,
to relax.
Literally, bro. Like,
we out.
I'm sure that there's some that are pressed for it.
Oh, man.
I'm sure anyone who's on the main stage right now is pretty good, bro. They got a lot more. This is a lot different from what it was back in the day. Right now, you got the social media stuff. You got all of this. They getting money off of merch. They getting money off of T-shirts and all types of stuff right now. It wasn't doing all that back in the day. They wasn't getting all that money. WWE, Vince McMahon was getting all that money. They was getting their paycheck. You gonna wrestle.
No,
and you go take yours home.
No, they would get merch too. It's a percentage.
If you got merch.
If you had merch, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
100%.
When the fuck did Lance Storm have a T-shirt?
He did actually.
Maybe in Canada.
No, he's had no.
Well, the shit didn't matter here. I know
that.
Much.
I mean, it did though.
All right,
he did
so
have.
Maybe he was a bad example. Let's see. Let me give you a good one. I can't say Steve Blackman because he definitely was on a shirt. My father had that. Rikishi was, The Rock. You see people like that, like Mankind automatically. DX automatically, of course, Hall of Famer, GOAT, fucking Mount Rushmore, X-Pac, definitely
Sean Waltman.
Sean Waltman, bro. GOAT. GOATed, my nigga. Of course, he had his own shirt. Trying to think, though. Who didn't have their own shirt back at that time? Everybody had their own shirt. Everybody had their own shit back then. Damn, who were like undercard people, though?
Think about it. Think back into your
like,
memories of your childhood.
Like, literally, I'm even on some, like, the Mean Street Posse, but nah, they even had a whole thing. Everybody. Everybody. Literally everybody.
Everybody.
I can't think of, like, one person.
I'm trying to think. Nah, I gotta think. I wasn't even trying to think.
I can think of one person.
Who wouldn't have a shirt? Who would be?
I never seen a Billy Kidman shirt.
Billy Kidman definitely had a shirt.
I believe it. Never seen
You know what? You know what? We're being too lazy. We're trying to think with our brains. We should be thinking with our
which
phones.
wrestler didn't have merch?
Yeah. Oh wait, no. Hang on.
I'm sure everybody wasn't getting money off of their shit. But yeah, all right.
But we can shift. You know, like we can
shift what?
Like so. Who do you got? Who you got winning NBA Finals?
And now to the sports segment.
And now it's sports.
Yes, and now it's sports. So, who do I have winning? I have Golden State winning, and I'm gonna be generous. They're gonna win this 4-1. 5 games.
Oh, gentleman sweep?
5 games.
Gentleman sweep.
How's that a gentleman sweep?
That's what they call that in the NBA.
No. Gentleman sweep is 4 games straight. You
No.
put up a fight. If you put up a fight and you lose every game.
No, so gentleman sweep technically technically a gentleman sweep is you win like they win game 1 and then you win 4 straight. That's a gentleman sweep. Okay. Yeah. Because I was thinking about it, I was like, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you're saying 5 games, so that could be a thing. They go and they win game 1. They don't win game 1.
Who's the higher seed? Who's home? The Celtics, right?
No, Golden State. Golden State has the better record.
Really?
Yes. I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't
no,
they
the
like
Suns.
6
No,
or
the
some shit?
the Sun. No, they weren't that low. The Suns were the 1. So let's see. I'll tell you right now.
Golden State was not in the top like 4, 3.
I'll tell you right now. Oh shit, it was right there actually. Yes, they are the home team.
Wow.
By 2 games.
What are they? What's their? What
53 and 29.
What do they come in at?
I'm gonna find out right now.
God damn it! Look at the bracket.
Look at the bracket.
But yeah, either way,
Golden State in 5. He says.
Yep, Golden State got this. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
They were the third seed.
Well, there you go.
And the Celtics were the 2 seed, but because they had a weaker record, Golden State will be in Golden State.
Ain't that about a bitch? I didn't know that's how that worked. I thought my seed is what got me my rank. We wasn't talking about records and shit when we got into the playoffs.
Hey, that's not their problem.
We the 2nd seed. Like,
hey, listen, you should have worked harder. You should have won
crazy.
More games. You should have won 3 more games, and we could play in Boston to start the series.
That is insane. I mean, hey, it would be amazing for Jason Tatum to be so young, come out and put a whooping on Golden State, man. That would be a sight to see him dropping 40 points a game. Tyler, he's a young buck. He could do it. He could do it, man. And he's balling.
I think
he's
personally,
balling right now.
I think personally, Golden State's strategy should be to stop him,
Of course.
but literally, like, you feel me? Like, because make everyone else
Him
beat
and
you.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, let everyone else beat you.
Yeah.
But I'm saying this is
But
my
once
thing.
I feel
I
like
think-
once Tatum is off, like the whole team is off.
I think defensively, they can match up against Golden State 100%. Defensively, they can match up, but now consistently is the issue because Golden State is firing on all cylinders right now, and they're looking very scary.
Like, no matter how you look at it, yo, nobody's stopping Steph Curry.
Steph Curry's winning this ring, or Klay Thompson.
And I'm sorry, you know, it's not about like I'm sure that they in the back, and then there be times where Steph just looks over the locker right at Klay and then, nobody here to see you, Otis, you know, like straight up and down, because no one's here for Klay Thompson. It's a Steph Curry's team. All respect to Klay Thompson, don't get me wrong, but we already know he could put up 20. We know he's good for a good 30, 35.
He can contribute.
We also know that he's good for being absent for a huge chunk of the last like 2-3 years. And this has been Steph Curry's team. This is Steph Curry's moment to shine. And literally nobody can stop him. There's nobody on that team. Marcus Smart cannot stop that man. Steph Curry will literally shoot in his mother's mouth all night long.
You gonna tell me no one on this team can stop him?
No. Bro, nobody in the league could lock down Curry. Who could lock him down? On his worst night this year, he still got like 16 points or some shit. And it wasn't with the Celtics. It wasn't with the Celtics. Like, he wants this.
Oh, 100%.
And they're right here.
Yeah.
And
It's
there's
time.
no LeBron. This is literally a veteran team with the lights shining on their back. Literally, they're playing ball. Like, straight up, these are some layup drills for them because they're here already. Celtics are coming in. This is their first time being here for real in a minute.
Since 2010?
Since 2010. This is none of these people been there.
When they lost to the Lakers, yeah?
None of these people been there.
Nope.
So when them lights shine, they're going to be shining real bright up and down that court. Every second is going to count. And we're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Now, don't get me wrong. If Jason Tatum is on that Game 7 shit for all 4 games,
they'll only lose by 10?
That's where I was going with that too. I was really going with that too. They only going to lose still by like 10, 15 points. You know. That's if he's cooking on all cylinders. If he's cooking on all cylinders. First game guaranteed, absolute disgusting blowout. You could turn the TV off by the second half. By halftime, you could turn the TV off. Disgusting blowout. Golden State is going to destroy them first game. And they're home.
Yes.
It's going to be disgusting that first game. The Celtics ain't going to be able to hear themselves calling plays and shit. It's going to be horrible first experience for them. Like in the second game when they come back, that's when it's on some Jason Tatum is going to be focused, all cylinders. Golden State by 12. Then the Celtics go home. Game 3. Fuck it. Celtics lose by 6.
Yo, so this is gonna be very fun to watch on the playback.
I'm not even gonna give a full, description of why they're gonna
ladies and gentlemen, we'll definitely come back to this.
Game 4, closeout game. Celtics should be home, right? It's 2-2, 1-1-1.
Yes.
Celtics should be home. Game 4, win or go home. Jason Tatum puts up 35 points, and they win by 3. They win by the skin of their teeth.
To avoid being swept.
Game 5, they go back home, Golden State, and they get absolutely booty raped the entire game. Yellow tape's gonna be out as soon as the game starts. It's just gonna be on the court. It's just gonna be
The
there on the
confetti's
sideline.
gonna be ready.
Everything's just gonna be. You're gonna see the bags and everything. Like they're gonna be like, "Yo, just bring it out. We're gonna win today."
Yeah, get the champagne
Straight
ready
up.
in the locker room.
Get everything.
As soon as
Just
they
pull it out to the court.
No,
at
as
the
soon,
third
as
quarter.
soon as they leave the locker room, they're already getting the locker room
That's
ready.
what I'm saying. So that's my prediction on that. 5 games. Celtics are gonna win their first game, game 4. Because for some reason, Golden State has really had a problem closing teams out. Game 4, they always say closeout game is the hardest game.
Yeah.
But they've been having
Just ask
super
Golden
hard
State
time.
in 2017.
Hey, ask them.
Or was that 16?
No, 17.
That was 17, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so we'll see. And who do you have?
So like I said, I feel like Boston defensively, they can stay with them, but not consistently. So I think it's going 6. I think they win both games in Boston. I feel like either they win both games in Boston
Game
or
3
they
and 4.
split one, they do a 1-1 in Golden State and then they'll do a 1-1 in Boston and then it's over. And then Golden State wins game 5 and then it closes it out in 6.
Wow.
I 100% think Boston can take this because honestly, everyone's kind of been down in Boston since the beginning. And me, I do not like things in Boston in the sense of sports teams. You know,
Spoken like a true New Yorker.
screw the Patriots, the Bruins, Boston College, the Red Sox.
Boston College.
Did I say the Patriots already?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the Patriots. Okay.
The Celtics.
The Celtics, obviously, yeah. So So as one of these fans, 100%. I hate to admit it, but I really think defensively this is the best team that can have the best chance. And I don't think I think you're right about game 1, 100%. They're gonna come out smoking because this is like the arena's been waiting for this. They have been waiting. So the arena is going to explode because of that. And they're going to follow that crowd and they're going to destroy them in the first game. So like I said,
it's going to be bad.
The 2 wins, I think I said, either going to be 2 in Boston or it's going to be a back to. So I think in game 2, they're either going to bounce back from that and and squeak out a win in game 2 to go 1-1, or they're gonna go back to Boston and the Boston crowd's gonna do what it did for Golden State in Golden State.
No, Boston can't even do that. I just don't even.
Yeah, like I said, man, you have your opinion. I have mine. I'm saying 6. I'm saying it's over in 6.
Okay.
I'm not disagreeing with you that they're gonna win because I can't see it. Unless what happened to them in the Toronto series happens again, that Clay gets hurt, and somebody and Poole or Wiggins gets hurt, or even if
and that's
heaven forbid Steph gets hurt.
Don't you dare sit no.
Don't you dare wish bad on that man. So unless that happens, I don't see Boston being able to do it.
Yeah, no way. It's not a thing. And it's not because they're not a good team.
They're a great team.
They're just too young. And they have a great bench. They have a great starting. They're a great team right now. This is the best that they've been in a while. I just think that they need another year.
Well, you know what? I'm so confident in that. That Boston's not going to win. That you hear it here first, YouTube fans.
100%.
That if the Boston Celtics win this NBA title, I will buy the championship T-shirt and wear it for the day of. I will have it ready.
It will burn like acid on his skin.
Oh yes, Oh.
I mean, hey,
I don't even want to think about. So, but that's what I feel. So that's the deal.
kind of rocking their colors right now, aren't
I am,
you?
but green and black. That's green and black. There, yeah. Don't
They got
do
some
that.
white in there. Fuck that.
Yeah, don't do that. Green and black. You know. Yeah, no, I will definitely buy that shirt. 100%. I will spend the $30 or $35, $40, whatever it ends up being, and I will buy that shirt. You've heard it
We're
here,
gonna
folks.
hold you to it.
You shall, and I will.
Oh yeah. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's about that for our first installment.
Definitely don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
I'm dead.
Definitely let us know in the comments. You know, we're ready for all the
Word. This is our very first episode. So
the hate and the criticism. It's all constructive in our eyes, no matter whether it's a troll, whether it's whoever. It's all constructive. You know, we're trying. This is our first go at this, and we'll do better the next time.
Word.
With that being said, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.